Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera. Today, my group members and I are going to present about the relationship between ABC and ABM. We are from Group A, or as known as aliens. Okay, next is this is my group members' information, their full name and their matrix numbers. Okay, firstly, my name is Ainur Farisha binti Muhammad Shahizam and my matrix number is 268098. I'm here presenting the part of the introduction of the relationship between ABC and ABM. What is ABC? ABC is accounting-based costing. It's defined by CIMA as cost attribution to cost unit on the basis of benefit received from indirect activities. For example, ordering, setting up, assuring quality. Okay. Next is ABC is not an alternative costing system to job costing or process costing, according to Hagren, Foster, and Data. Thirdly is rather ABC is an approach to developing the cost numbers used in job costing or process costing systems. Then, the distinctive feature of ABC is its focus on activities as the fundamental cost object. In contrast, most traditional approach used in job and process costing system rely on general purpose accounting system, not tailored to the activities found in individual organizations. The ABC approach has potential to provide managers with information they find more useful for costing purpose. Next, according to Densby and Lawrence, in ABC costs are not initially traced to departments. Instead, costs are first traced to activities and then to product. Activity causing overhead or cost drivers are identified. ABC or activity-based costing is based on the belief that in production process that there are various activities which give rise to cost. ABC creates a link between activities and a product by assigning a cost of activities to products based on individual products. These activities are later used as a base for allocating overhead costs to product. Okay, next is ABC system assume that activities cause costs and also that products create demand for activities. The system recognizes that businesses must understand the factors that drive each major activities, the cost activities and how activities relate to products. The design of ABC system involves following stage. Firstly is identifying activities. For example, identifying major activities that take place in an organization. Secondly is assigning costs to activity cost centers. For example, assigning costs to cost pools or cost centers for each activity. Thirdly, selecting appropriate cost drivers. Okay, for example, identifying major activities that make place in an organization. Lastly, assigning the cost of activity to products. For example, assigning such costs according to each product demand for activities. Next, what is ABM? ABM is activity-based management. Is a systematic integrated approach that describes management decisions that use activity-based costing, which is ABC information to satisfy customer and improve profitability. ABM broadly includes aspects like pricing and product mix decision, cost reduction, and process improvement decision and product design decision. Next, ABM or activity-based management follow this premise. Product consume activities, activities consume resources. Okay, if managers want their product to be competitive, they must know both activities that go into making goods or providing the service. And secondly, they must know the cost of those activities. Okay, lastly, to reduce a product's cost, managers will likely have to change the activities the product consumes. From the above ABC and the IBM, we can conclude that activities-based costing (ABC) is defined as a methodology that measures the cost and performance of activities, resources, and cost objects. Especially, resources are assigned to activities based upon consumption rates, and activities are assigned to cost object, again based on consumption. ABC recognizes the causal relationship of cost driver to activities. Next, ABM, activity-based management, is defined as a discipline on focus on the management of activities as the road to improving the value received by the customer and the profit achieved by providing this value. ABM includes cost driver analysis, activity analysis, and performance measurement, drawing on ABC as its major source of data. In simple terms, ABC is used to answer the question, what do things cost? While ABM, using a process view, is concerned with what factor cause to occur. Using ABC data, ABM focus on how to redirect and improve the use of resources to increase the value created for customers and other stakeholders. That's all are my opinion, and that's all from me, and I will pass to my group member. Thank you so much.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Alia Dini binti Rosmadi. My matric number 268130. Okay, I will share to all of you about the relationship between activity-based costing (ABC) and the activity-based management (ABM). Okay, now it's about activity-based costing. Okay, activities-based costing is used to get a better grasp on costs, allowing companies to form a more appropriate pricing strategy. Okay, this ABC costing system is used in target costing, product costing, product line profitability analysis, and service pricing. Okay. Activity-based costing is used to get a better grasp on costs, allowing companies to form a more appropriate pricing strategy. Okay, the formula for activity-based costing is the cost pool total divided by cost driver, which yields the cost driver rate. The cost driver rate is used in activity-based costing to calculate the amount of overhead and indirect costs related to a particular activity. Okay, for the example, okay, you consider company ABC that has the 50,000 ringgit per year electric bill. The number of labor hours has a direct impact on the electric bill. For the year, there were 2,500 labor hours worked, which is, in this example, is the cost driver. Okay, calculating the cost driver rate is done by dividing the 50,000 ringgit a year electric bill by the 2,500 hours, okay, yielding a cost driver rate of 20 ringgit. Okay, for products, okay, for next example, for products XYZ, okay, the company use electricity for 10 hours. The overhead costs for the product are 2,000 ringgit, 200 ringgits or 20 times 10. Okay, that is the relationship for the activity-based costing (ABC). Okay, now I will share to all of you about the next relationship for the activity-based management. Okay, for the activity-based management, it is to analyze the profitability of a new product a company is offering by looking at marketing and production costs, sales, warranty claims, and any cost or repair time needed for return or exchange product. Okay, if a company is reliant on a research and development department, ABM can be used to look at the cost of operating the department, the cost of testing out new products, and whether the products developed there turn out to be profitable. Okay, for the example might be a company that has opened an office in a second location. Okay, activity-based management can help management assess the cost of the running that location, including the staff, facility, and overhead, and then determine whether any subsequent profits are enough to make up for or justify those costs. Okay, last. Okay, for the activity-based costing and the activity-based management. Okay, activity-based costing can be considered an offshoot of activity-based management. Okay, by mapping business costs like supplies, salaries, and leasing activity to business processes, products, customers, and distribution activity, activity-based costing helps improve overall managerial effectiveness and transparency. Okay, next, my friend Izati will explain more to you about the another relationship in ABC in ABM. Thank you from me.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Izzati binti Zaharuddin and my magic number is 261497. My part is about the relationship between activity-based management (ABM) and activity-based costing (ABC). The ABM focus on the various activity and the business processes that the customer need and is willing to pay for. The ABM helps in determining the contribution of each person. This is based on the measure for the cost, quality, and time. The ABM also supports balanced scorecard and is considered to be the basis for the business process redesign. The ABM is related with the ABC by analysis the cost and driver and the performance measurement. Making activities analysis. ABM aims to achieve continuous improvement by making activities analysis by classifying each activities as value-added or non-value added. A value-added activity is an activity that adds value to a product or service from the viewpoint of the customer, and it will make up value chains. A non-value-added activity is an activity does not add value to the product or service from the viewpoint of the customer. The value chain in a linked set of the value-creating activities leading from raw material source to the ultimate end use of the good or service produced. Value chain analysis is an ongoing process in which activities are constantly being classified, eliminated, and improvement. For example, in a manufacturing firm of non-value-added activities, the first one is a movement, time spent for the transfer around the factory floor where value-added activities are performed. Second, idle time does not add value to the product. Reducing the time spent between value-added activities reduces cost of idle time. Third, setup. Time spent preparing to perform a value-added activities. Fourth, inspection. Time spent verifying that the value-added activities was done correctly. And the last one is storage. Storage of material work in process or finished goods. Inventory is also the non-value-added activities. In other organizations such as the government department, hospital, university, fast food restaurant, utilities one may find a large number of non-value-added activities. The next is ABC. ABC is a major source of the data and the causal relationship of cost driver to activities. The ABC help in the improvement the costing by outlining the various expenses like supplies, salaries, and rent activities, and outline these activities to service business processes, product, customer, and distributions. The term cost driver is used to describe the significant determinant of the cost of the activities. The most suitable cost driver in each activities under financial area should be identified. The cost driver is any factor that influence cost. The main factor areas are material management, store management, production management, quantity control management, personnel management, sale management, repair and maintenance, administrations, and lastly is a public relations. So these two is help in performance the performance of the business firm or an organizations. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Turatul Aisyah binti Kamaruddin. My metric number is 267762. Now, I will explain about the strategy of ABM and ABC. For the activity-based costing ABC, the use of ABC enables the cost per unit of a product or service to be measured accurately, and therefore the profit per unit can be predicted. So, many organizations find that when they rank their products according to the total profit, it is typical that 20% of their products generate 300% of the company's profit. So, this means that between them, the remaining 80% of loose products lose 200% of the company's profit. The loss-making products are normally those that are produced in a low volumes or require a high level of customization. While it may be tempting to suggest that all such loss-making products should be stopped, there are two possible dangers that can be happen in this activity. First, if 80% of the products were stopped, demand for the remaining 20% might fall, as many customers prefer to buy all the requirement from one supplier. Second, a danger the danger is that even if the business were to stop producing the loss-making products, so the cost associated with them would not all be saved. In this, a more realistic approach that can be used is to adjust the price of the loss-making products or to employ tools such as target costing to reduce the cost. Now, I will explain for the activity-based management. Activity-based management is a customer profitability analysis where overheads are allocated to the customer using activity-based management process to obtain more accurate analysis of the profit loss generated by each customer. In traditional costing, it is assumed that if a customer generates positive contribution, then servicing that customer must increase the profit of the company. This ignores the fact that many fixed overhead costs are customer specific, such as the time spent by the customer service department. In addition, using ABM, overhead costs are also apportioned to the customer using appropriate cost drivers, giving a more accurate picture of how profitable each customer is. Such exercise have produced surprising results for many businesses where the best customers have often turned out to generate loss when ABM is employed. For example, in hometown, there are several providers of electricity and domestic consumer that can easily switch from one provider to another. So, one of the provider of electricity is First Electric. So, the company recently had an aggressive advertising campaign and increased its customer base from 30,000 users to 40,000. So the management was surprised to discover that this is led to a fall in profit. As we know, the users is increased. So the company introduced to the customer profitability analysis using the activity-based principle. The analysis identified that the following activities along with their cost per unit of the driver. Thank you, and that's all from me.
My name is Muhammad Faiz bin Muhammad Farid. My matrix number is 268081. Activity-based costing is characterized a cost and efficiency assessment approach for process, service and cost artifact. Especially service are allocated to activities depending upon usage rate, and activity are assigned to cost item, again based on consumption. The causal relationship of the cost generated to operations are understood by ABC. Action-based management is characterized as a discipline that focuses on activity management as the road to enhancing the customer satisfaction and benefit gained by delivering this value. Cost driver analysis, operation analysis, and output assessments are used in ABM, relying on ABC as its key database. In basic term, ABC is used to address the what do things cost, while ABM using a process view is concerned with what factor cost to occur. Using ABC info, ABM reflect on how the utilization of capital to maximize the value generated for client and other stakeholder can be directed and enhanced. The first application of strategy ABM is to help decide which product to service to make. The use of ABC enable the cost per unit of a product or service to be measured accurately, and therefore the profit per unit can be predicted. The loss-making products are normally those that are produced in low volumes or require a high level of customization. A second application of ABM is customer profitability. Analyze where overheads are allocated to customer using activity-based management processes to obtain a more accurate analysis of the profit or loss generated by each customer. In traditional costing is consumed that if customer generates positive contribution, then servicing that customer must increase the profit of the company. This ignore the fact that many fixed overhead costs are customer specific, such as the time spent by customer service department. Activity-based costing can be considered an offshoot of activity-based management by mapping business costs like supplies, salaries, and leasing activity to business processes, product, customer, and distribution activity. Activity-based costing helps improve overall managerial effectiveness and transparency. That's all from us. Thank you.